As global tensions escalate and battlefields become increasingly intricate, the United States is adopting new military technology at an accelerated pace. The F-45 Condor fighter jet is not merely an additional aircraft. It is a revolutionary advancement in the field of covert warfare. This aircraft, which is scheduled to launch in 2025, will revolutionize the norms of air combat through its innovative design and ghost-like operations. What is it about the Condor that is so unique? In a world where China and Russia are developing their advanced fighters, will the Condor provide America with the necessary advantage to maintain air superiority? Accompany us as we investigate the capabilities and features and the strategic implications of the F-45 Condor. The enigmatic F-45 Condor may serve as the United States' response to the sophisticated fighters of Russia and China. Pentagon disclosures indicate that this aircraft may represent a significant advancement in sixth-generation warfare, although this has not been officially confirmed. According to military insiders, it is a phantom in the sky that is constructed with state-of-the-art stealth technology and is armed with directed energy weapons. Plasma stealth technology, which bends radar radiation, is among the Condor's rumored capabilities. This technology renders the Condor virtually imperceptible to detection systems worldwide. Additionally, it may implement AI-driven combat assistance to anticipate adversary movements and furnish real-time tactical recommendations. The potential for high-energy laser weapons to neutralize hostile aircraft and missiles in mid-flight is perhaps the most remarkable feature. The F-45 Condor's position within the evolution of fighter aircraft remains a topic of debate among military aviation experts. Some contend that it is a fifth-generation plus aircraft, which is a remarkable enhancement of current fifth-generation technology rather than a novel concept. Some contend that the Condor is a genuine sixth-generation breakthrough that profoundly alters the nature of air combat. It is crucial to note the distinction between the two aircraft generations. Sixth-generation combatants are distinguished by their revolutionary capabilities rather than by minor enhancements. Consequently, they typically possess three game-changing features. Initially, they are capable of flying without a pilot, which enables the aircraft to operate autonomously when necessary. Secondly, they attain hypersonic performance by exceeding Mach 5, which is equivalent to approximately 3,800 miles per hour. This velocity renders them inaccessible to existing air defense systems. Third, they implement stealth technologies that surpass those of fifth-generation fighters, such as active camouflage or plasma-based systems that can adjust to various threat environments. The F-45 Condor is virtually imperceptible to radar due to its utilization of state-of-the-art materials. Additionally, it is equipped with cyber tools that can disrupt adversary communications during missions. This fighter's optional pilot configuration distinguishes it, enabling it to operate autonomously and potentially surpass aircraft with human pilots, thereby solidifying its status as a sixth-generation aircraft. The Condor employs specialized composite materials and coatings that actively absorb radar energy, in contrast to earlier stealth aircraft that primarily relied on angular shapes to deflect radar radiation. These materials are composed of layers that have been meticulously engineered to capture incoming radar waves and transfer them to heat. Even when viewed from angles that would compromise traditional stealth designs, the aircraft is reduced to the size of a small bird on the adversary radar screens. In the Condor, artificial intelligence assists pilots in making decisions by consuming real-time battle data. Its engines are capable of maintaining ultra-high velocities without the use of afterburners, which results in superior speed and range in comparison to its competitors. The aircraft is capable of transporting a variety of weapon loads, including long-range missiles and smart explosives. Additionally, it may be capable of accommodating hypersonic armaments, rendering it adaptable to any mission. This has prompted challenging inquiries regarding the use of AI in combat. The extent to which countries should allow machines to make decisions in warfare is a topic of ongoing debate among military and civilian leaders. The importance of possessing the most capable air force has become increasingly apparent as nations strive to expand their global influence. Consequently, the Condor is not merely a novel, upscale aircraft. It demonstrates the importance of maintaining a competitive edge in a world that is swiftly evolving. The cost of developing new technology, such as plasma stealth and AI systems, is substantial, regardless of how remarkable it may sound. Engineers encounter substantial obstacles when attempting to ensure that laser weapons operate consistently in combat environments. Experts' knowledge of the Condor is largely derived from disclosures, as there have been no public demonstrations. The Condor's laser weaponry was exceedingly challenging to develop. Although they function properly in a laboratory setting, it is challenging to ensure their functionality on a fast aircraft. The laser's target can be disrupted by the plane's vibrations. It requires a significant amount of power, and the laser can be weakened by the weather. Additionally, the laser may cause damage to the aircraft due to its extreme heat. To resolve each of these issues, a creative solution is necessary, which frequently results in the development of additional issues, a lengthier development time, and a higher cost. An additional layer of complexity was introduced by the artificial intelligence systems that were designed for the aircraft. The programming of an AI to make split-second decisions in combat while preventing calamitous errors necessitates extensive testing. In contrast to commercial AI, which can tolerate occasional errors in a multitude of scenarios, military systems must be virtually flawless prior to deployment. Years of programming, testing, and refinement are necessary to achieve this level of reliability, a process that is conducted behind closed doors at a significant cost. This new fighter aircraft was developed by a consortium of prominent defense companies, including Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman. In 2018, they initiated the construction of prototype versions as part of the Air Force's strategy to create a state-of-the-art stealth fighter. This twin-engine, single-seat aircraft is capable of operating in any atmospheric condition and is equipped with advanced technology. The Condor's primary objective was to prevail in aerial combat. However, it is capable of many additional tasks. It is capable of autonomously making split-second decisions, jamming enemy electronics, and attacking targets on land or sea. It was a challenging journey for the F-45 to become a reality. The aircraft underwent numerous name modifications following its initial flight in 2023, before the Air Force officially designated it as the F-45A. The initiative encountered numerous obstacles upon its implementation, such as exceeding its budget and resolving technical issues. Nevertheless, the aviation force regarded the Condor as a critical component of America's aviation power for the future, despite these challenges. One feature is not the sole distinguishing characteristic of the Condor, but how it all functions in conjunction. It is difficult to detect on radar due to its stealthy design. It is capable of performing aerial maneuvers that are unmatched by other aircraft due to its shape. Additionally, the pilot is able to analyze information and make decisions at an unprecedented pace due to the built-in AI systems. The cost of each unit of this next-generation fighter aircraft is staggering, at $715 million. Production is anticipated to commence in 2026 and conclude in 2036, with the conclusion of 35 aircraft. This restricted production run comprises 27 operational jets for frontline service and 8 test aircraft. The Condor family comprises 2 primary variants, the operational F45B Condor and the experimental YF45 Death Switch. The F45A version is intended for a single pilot, while the F45B version can accommodate 2 crew members who are likely to be responsible for managing the aircraft's intricate systems and expanded mission capabilities. The aircraft has a wingspan of 44 feet, a length of 70 feet, and a weight of 46,092 pounds. The Condor boasts a formidable arsenal in terms of armament. One Jaw-U 45 25mm cannon is included in each configuration for close-range engagements, as well as 2 short-range missiles, either the AIM-9Z Sidewinder or the British-made AIM-132 ASRAAM. It has the capacity to transport 6 sophisticated AIM-260s, Joint Sophisticated Tactical Missiles for air superiority missions. When configured for ground attack, it exchanges half of these for 3 AGM-158 JASM cruise missiles. It replaces the JASMS with 3 long-range anti-ship missiles for naval operations. The Condor's performance envelope is perhaps its most remarkable feature. The fighter is capable of achieving velocities exceeding Mach 2.9, which is equivalent to over 2,200 miles per hour. It is among the fastest operational aircraft ever constructed due to its hypersonic capability, which provides it with a substantial advantage in evading dangerous situations and intercepting hostile aircraft. The Condor is distinguished by its diamond-shaped wings, which are derived from the experimental F-23A design. These wings are further enhanced by the seamless flow of leading-edge route extensions to the upper outboard corners of its current air inlets. One of its most innovative features is the capacity to physically transition between 2 configurations: stealth mode, in which the tail wings fold inward to reduce radar cross-section, and combat mode, in which these surfaces extend outward while the forward wing sections angle downward to intentionally sacrifice some stability in exchange for exceptional maneuverability. The efficacy of the fighter's sensors and weapons is enhanced by its remarkable cruise performance. Concurrently, the survivability against ground-based threats, such as surface-to-air missiles, is improved. Unlike numerous fighters that rely heavily on afterburners to achieve high speeds, the Condor is capable of supercruising, which enables it to sustain supersonic flight without the use of afterburners. This capability enables it to intercept targets that are beyond the fuel range of conventional aircraft. The performance advantage of the aircraft over traditional fighters is considerably enhanced by the internal weapons bays, which eliminate the drag from external stores. Powerful engines are employed to construct the F45 for exceptional performance. Using state-of-the-art materials, the engineers developed a unique airframe that could withstand the stress and heat associated with flying at such high velocities. The plane's structure is composed of titanium alloys for 42% and strong bismulamide and epoxy composites for 24%. The Condor aircraft's remarkable capacity to operate at a 75-degree angle of attack. It is comparable to a vehicle that can navigate a sideways trajectory while maintaining a seamless turn. Similar to the manner in which an automobile may spin out on ice, conventional planes stall and lose control when their nose points excessively high in relation to their direction of travel. Nevertheless, the Condor employs an intelligent flight control system. The system is integrated with computerized engine management to ensure that the aircraft remains stable, even when it is in positions that would typically result in the aircraft losing control. This provides pilots with what engineers refer to as carefree handling, which enables them to operate the aircraft in extreme positions without fear of losing control. This technology provides substantial advantages in aerial combat, such as the ability for a combatant to strike effectively while leaning backward. The Condor has the ability to swiftly alter its course, move in a manner that is not typical for conventional fighters, point its weapons at targets, and execute maneuvers that would be unthinkable for them. Pilots can concentrate solely on their mission objectives, relying on the aircraft's computers to prevent hazardous situations even during the most extreme maneuvers, rather than being required to continuously monitor dozens of flight parameters to avoid hazardous conditions. The Condor's weaponry is stored in 3 internal bays, with a substantial central berth located on the underside of the fuselage, and 2 smaller compartments on either side, located behind the engine intakes. Defensive countermeasures, such as flares, are stored in tiny compartments located behind each side bay. AIM-2, 6-0, Joint Advanced Tactical Missiles, and AIM-1, 3-2 ASRAMs are the primary air-to-air armament. The latter is designed for shorter-range engagements. A retractable door conceals the muzzle of a 25mm GAU-45E Terminator rotary cannon, which is positioned in the left wing root for close-range combat. To preserve covert characteristics until they are required, the pilot's head-up display displays the projected path of discharge when the cannon is operational, which improves accuracy. The Condor's weapon options are extraordinary, despite its primary purpose as an air superiority fighter. For ground assaults, the main bay can accommodate AGM-1 5.8 JASSM cruise missiles, or when naval targets are the primary concern, AGM-1 5.8 C LRASM long-range anti-ship missiles. The aircraft's sophisticated displays offer real-time telemetry of launched missiles, enabling pilots to manually detonate them if mission requirements change after launch. An aircraft that can seamlessly adapt to evolving battlefield conditions with unprecedented flexibility is the result of this level of weapons integration and control, which represents a quantum advance beyond previous generation fighters. The YF-45, also known as the kill switch, is a potent variation of the Condor. It was the primary pre-production technology demonstrator for the ambitious futuristic stealth fighter program. During the validation phase, the military and its contractors constructed 8 experimental aircraft, each of which represented a distinctive modification designed to evaluate various aspects of the anticipated production model. Engineers were able to assess a variety of configurations of flight controls and stealth features using these test platforms. Before the design is finalized for full production, the integration of weapons and propulsion systems is addressed. Each kill switch variant was essentially a flying laboratory that was equipped with a wide range of instrumentation to collect performance data from thousands of test points. To guarantee that the final production model would be both safe and effective in combat scenarios, test pilots would deliberately explore the edges of the flight envelope, pushing these aircraft to their ultimate limits. The kill switch designation suggests that the aircraft has the capacity to disable adversary defenses by utilizing its sophisticated electronic warfare and stealth capabilities. These pre-production models facilitated the development of the most advanced fighter aircraft in the United States, demonstrating concepts that were previously deemed theoretical or impracticable for operational deployment by numerous defense analysts. The F-45B is an additional variant, a substantial advancement in the Condor platform. This variant enhances the Condor design by incorporating a second seat, rendering it more appropriate for the intricate air conflicts of the present day. Consider it analogous to the experience of having a driver and a navigator in a vehicle during a complex voyage. The pilot concentrates on the operation of the aircraft and the ability to make rapid decisions, while the second individual, known as an electronic warfare officer, is responsible for the management of all electronic systems that detect threats and disrupt adversary signals. The F-45B is significantly more effective in complex combat situations due to the fact that both crew members can concentrate solely on their respective responsibilities rather than attempting to do everything simultaneously. This is achieved by dividing these duties. The Chengdu J-20, also known as the Mighty Dragon, is the primary Chinese aircraft that competes with the F45 Condor. This aircraft is the initial operational 5th-generation stealth fighter in China. In 2017, the People's Liberation Army Air Force implemented this sophisticated aircraft, which serves as China's most advanced air combat platform. The J-20 is a heavy fighter that prioritizes stealth, sophisticated avionics, and long-range capabilities. It is distinguished by its canard delta wing configuration, which includes forward canards to improve maneuverability and internal armament bays to preserve its low radar cross-section. The aircraft is marginally larger than the American F-22 Raptor, with a wingspan of approximately 42 feet and a length of approximately 67 feet. Since its introduction, China has been consistently improving the J-20. The most recent versions are purportedly equipped with enhanced indigenous WS-10C engines, which have replaced the original AL-31FM2/3 engines supplied by Russia. There is a claim that these new power facilities offer a more powerful thrust. Additionally, it has the potential to facilitate supercruise capability, which is the ability to maintain supersonic flight without the use of afterburners. It is anticipated that the J-20 will be equipped with long-range PL-15 air-to-air missiles in its primary weapons compartment, which would provide it with a substantial standoff attack capability. Although the J-20 is remarkable, it is crucial to recognize that it is a 5th-generation fighter that is in competition with what appears to be a 6th-generation platform, the F-45 Condor. The generational divide is substantial. The F-45 is purportedly equipped with technologies such as AI-assisted combat systems, advanced stealth features, directed energy weapons, and optional autonomous operation capabilities, which surpass the capabilities of current 5th-generation designs. It is also reported that China is in the process of developing its sixth-generation fighter, which is occasionally referred to as the JXX or J-30 in defense circles. However, information regarding this project is still highly classified. It is also probable that the J-20 would include autonomous or semi-autonomous capabilities. For specific missions or mission segments, the aircraft could function without constant human supervision. This capability encompasses the potential to independently conduct entire reconnaissance missions, as well as automated takeoff and landing capabilities, such as sophisticated autopilot. The human pilot may establish parameters and objectives, while the aircraft determines the most effective approach to achieving them. The Sukhoi Su-57, also known as Felon, is Russia's first fifth-generation stealth fighter aircraft and serves as its primary competitor to the F-45 Condor, much like a delivery automaton that locates its destination after being provided with an address. The Su-57 program was initiated as the potential aeronautical complex of frontline aviation and is the most advanced combat aircraft in Russia. The Su-57 made its inaugural flight in January 2010. However, it encountered numerous development challenges and delays before eventually being commissioned by the Russian Aerospace Forces in December 2020. The Su-57 adopts a more balanced approach that prioritizes exceptional maneuverability in addition to stealth characteristics, in contrast to the Chinese J-20, which emphasizes long-range engagement and stealth. The Russian fighter has a wingspan of approximately 46 feet and a length of approximately 72 feet. Some of its most distinctive visual characteristics are the engine nacelles, which are widely dispersed, and the angular chines that run along the fuselage. The Su-57 is equipped with internal weapons bays to minimize radar signature, while it also maintains 12 external hardpoints for situations in which maximal weapon load is prioritized over stealth. 2. Saturn 30 AL-41F turbofan engines provide the necessary power. This allows the aircraft to supercruise at velocities of approximately Mach 1.6. Three-dimensional propulsion vectoring nozzles are a feature of these engines, which contribute to the fighter's exceptional agility. The Su-57's sensor arsenal comprises the N036 Bielka, active electronically scanned array radar system with side-looking arrays and the primary forward-looking radar, which provides the pilot with exceptional situational awareness. The Su-57 is equipped with R-77M and K-77M medium-range air-to-air missiles in its primary weapons base, as well as shorter-range R-74M missiles in its side base. Additionally, the Felon is equipped with a 30mm GSH-31 cannon for close-range engagements. Although remarkable, the Su-57 encounters comparable obstacles to the Chinese J-20 when contrasted with the F-45 Condor's reported capabilities. The Russian fighter is the epitome of fifth-generation technology. However, it lacks the sophisticated autonomous capabilities, potential directed energy weapons, and artificial intelligence integration that would characterize a true sixth-generation fighter such as the Condor. Furthermore, it is estimated that Russia has manufactured fewer than 20 operational Su-57s. In the future, Russia has stated that it intends to develop a sixth-generation fighter, known as the PAKDP or MiG-41, to serve as a complement to the Su-57. Nevertheless, numerous defense analysts anticipate that this program will advance at a glacial pace, which could result in a substantial disadvantage for Russia if the F-35 Condor is as capable as reported, given the technological complexity and Russia's current economic challenges. Other nations are exerting considerable effort to create aircraft that can rival the F-45 Condor. Among the initiatives by other countries to develop aircraft that can equal and rival the remarkable F-45 is the European Future Combat Air System, a joint project between France, Germany, and Spain. The Condor has provided the world with a glimpse of the future of air combat, whether it results in greater collaboration with drones and satellites, incredibly fast speeds, or pilotless aircraft. This amazing aircraft serves as an indicator of the future of aerial warfare. I appreciate your attention. Click on the link on your screen to view another of our videos while you are still here. I will see you there.